Harley-Davidson says that folks who own Road Glide Ultras are a hardcore lot, serious riders who log more touring miles on their bikes than do any of Milwaukee's other customers. The motor company can be forgiven, then, for taking a couple of extra years to bring this big tourer back to the market. Indeed, the 2016 Road Glide Ultra had to be just right, and although the new Project Rushmore updates are a good and obvious start, this big machine needed improved aero comfort, which it gets courtesy of a new frame-mounted fairing that was fine-tuned in Harley's Wichita, Kansas, wind tunnel. I had a chance to spend about half a day on a 2016 Road Glide Ultra, following the beautiful Lewis and Clark Trail along the Columbia River and heading up toward Mount Hood. Quick take: the new Ultra is a comfortable and refined cruiser, and its standard engine, the twin-cooled high-output 103, offers crisp roll-on response and lopes along at 2,400 RPM at 60 miles per hour in 6th gear. Some highway passes require dropping down to 5th, sometimes not. The Florida chassis rubber engine mounts allow the engine character to come through, but with a broad band of smoothness over much of the rev range. The exhaust note is recognizably Harley but not overly loud, and although the liquid-cooled cylinder heads allow for a higher compression ratio and 10.7% more peak torque, Milwaukee doesn't give out specific horsepower figures. But available power and torque are good for this claimed 916-pound wet touring bike. In addition to allowing for higher output, another benefit of twin cooling is reduced radiant heat, appreciated at red lights and the construction delays we encountered that day. Similarly impressive is the new fairing, which has dual reflector Daymaker LED headlamps, a tall 13.5 inches windscreen, and triple split screen venting designed to pressurize the cockpit area and thereby eliminate head buffeting. Because the fairing is frame-mounted, there is no ill effect on the steering of the bike, which exhibits great straight line stability and a willingness to bend into highway sweepers with good composure. At 6'4", I was able to appreciate the serene environment created behind that screen. I rode with the Road Glide Ultra's top central vent open for much of the day, and experimented with the two large side vents flanking the headlights. Open or closed, it didn't seem to matter. There's good serenity behind that windscreen, perhaps slightly better with vents open. Interestingly, when those lower side vents are open, accessible via thumb-controlled push buttons that are a bit tricky to access while riding, the rider can see right through the fairing, watch asphalt whizzing by. Further helping to pressurize the cockpit are special mid-frame air deflectors mounted below the fairing that route air upward just in front of the 6-gallon fuel tank. The result of all this carefully choreographed air management? I could ride with the visor of my full-face Shuei open, so I could get a refreshing open-air feel without sacrificing protection. Because the frame-mounted fairing is a bit farther away from the rider than is Harley's traditional Batwing, the 2016 Road Glide Ultra cockpit feels roomy, not cramped. What's more, the new 1.25 inches diameter handlebar has a slightly pulled-back design, and its grips are about 2 inches higher than those of the Road Glide and Road Glide Special. This translates to a more comfortably upright riding position, another example of Harley refining the Ultra for the long haul. We didn't ride the new 2016 Road Glide Ultra at night, but I'll take Harley's word that the Daymaker LED headlamps punch through the dark effectively with brilliant white low and high beams. In the daytime, I found the 1-inch wider and slightly lowered seat to be supportive and comfortable, although I wouldn't have minded a higher seat and reduced bend in my knees. I found it easiest to upshift with my left heel, and the hydraulic clutch action felt like second nature. Similarly, the linked reflex ABS brakes felt natural, with good feel through the beefy lever and foot pedal. Other improvements? The 2016 Road Glide Ultra has standard cruise control, along with the Rushmore treatment that includes the boom box 6.5 GT color touchscreen with GPS and Bluetooth, plus a 100-watt sound system with 4 5.25-inch speakers. The touchscreen is mounted in a reshaped inner fairing, where it's been brought 2 inches closer to the rider. The whole infotainment system also can be controlled by twin joysticks at each grip. It's one of the best infotainment systems on a motorcycle and intuitive to operate/navigate. Adding to the convenience are two rubber-lined storage cubbies with damped lids and a single USB port, plus easy-to-use one-touch hard saddlebags and a new Tour Pack tailcase that's slightly more spacious than before by a claimed 4% and has a tubular steel luggage rack on top. Gripes? Other than the seat being too low for me, there's one: the street and highway names that appear on the navigation screen lack the high-definition clarity you'd expect of an expensive new Harley. But that's a tiny demerit on an otherwise fine new long-distance hauler, a Harley that now has the power, aero comfort and overall sophistication to even better please those long-distance riders who measure trips in states, not miles. The 2016 Harley-Davidson Road Glide Ultra starts at $25,699. Available colors: black or pearl solids, red/red or silver/black two-tones, purple fire/blackberry smoke and cosmic blue pearl customs.